player's forces are under attack. Player's forces are under attack.
Hello? Ah, there we are. Sorry about that. My mic was muted. Okay. Now we're good. Now we're good. Here we are. Yeah, I was just saying. Chaemiko and Sok mating the second time. In just 2 days, yesterday in the Arcadia qualifier, they met in the best of 3, and there Sok was able to win with a 3-1. Good performance. Today, Chaemiko is going to try to get his revenge. Oh, one footy goes down. Chaemiko not paying attention there for a moment, as he is creeping with his presence. Oh, great scout. The footy scout by Sok stops this whole creep. Stops the whole level up. Oh, that's huge. Big play by Sok. That prevents level 3 on the AM now for Chaemiko. You got the mantle. That's good. But Sok is extremely close to his own level up. One more peasant died there as well. Let's take a look at the tech. Tier 2 also further along for Sok. Seems like... Oh! That peasant kill got him level 3. Oh my goodness. What a great early game. Things going a little bit wrong here once again for Chaemiko. We saw that yesterday as well, where a few tiny moments didn't go his way and then the games quickly spiraled out of control. Mage checking out the main. Is he really gonna summon a Watch Elemental here? It's only level 1. It wouldn't do that much. Oh my god, look at Sok's read! How's the timing? Oh, at least he didn't start the camp. Whew, that was almost the next disaster. Chaemiko is trying to go for some plays, but it just doesn't work out. And Sok is right on the money. First with the footy scout here, then with the Archmage. Keeps the footies at home to protect his own base. That's some sick play, isn't it? Sok looking really good here. Now I can steal this camp away. Possibly. No lumber mill for Sok, by the way. I thought this was a staple nowadays for the humans. Ah, okay. Wait a minute. Who got the last hit? Oh, Sok got it again. Got the claws or circlet here. He got the experience, and it's still no level 3 for Chaemiko. Chaemiko is in serious trouble, man. It looks like he's really far behind. But he's also looking better for Sok. A little bit more experience at least. AM now closer to 3. But of course the militia are a big help defensively. So Chaemiko should be able to take a fight easily next to his main base. So Sok doesn't want to give away his lead right now. MK second for both. And it's a good bit faster for Sok. I imagine Sok should be able to get this middle camp pretty easy. But no, he wants to keep on the pressure. Dude, Sok's game sense is just extremely on point. Always finding the creep jack, but can't prevent level 3. Oh, wait. I thought it was going to be level 3, but it wasn't quite enough. But he's looking for the surround. AM, is he going to be trapped here? Oh, I think he's got him. Does he? With the help of the creeps, the AM is trapped, and that's the next big play by Sok. The Watch Elemental was distracting. At least that one goes down. At least that's level 3 for the AM, finally. Oh, and the footies weren't properly targeting the Archmage. So he at least gets a 1 footman kill in return, but I would say that's easily worth the TP that was forced right there. Lots of damage also on the Archmage. No shop for Chaemiko. He can't heal up here too easily. I feel like he definitely should have made a shop, shouldn't he? Maybe he felt like with Sok being so close to him, couldn't afford to try to go for a shop. Alright, here's the MK. Here come the boys. This camp is only partly remaining, right? Yeah. The big creep was already taken earlier, so the MK and militia can easily creep this now. Sok clearly has a lead. That much is obvious. Oh, the region scroll now also wonderful. And it looks like he's gonna try to capitalize on this lead now and get the expansion going. Archmage is gonna scout it. It might be able to... Dude, he doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have a TP, and neither does he have mana for a Water Elemental. Archmage and Footies for Sok in the middle of the map. They are pushing back Chaemiko's forces. This AM has to come up big. He has to get the cancel here against the tower and stuff. Oh, but he doesn't have mana. He's missing the mana. Oh my god, if there was a creep jack here, this would be so painful. But Sok is hitting the main base. He's trying to force Chaemiko to return back home while the expansion is coming. Oh, he's almost got enough mana. He's almost got enough mana for the Water Elemental. That should be a tower cancel then. Alright, good move by Chaemiko. Can this bring him back in the game? I think it can. Expansion is cancelled. So incredibly important. And perhaps a mistake by Sok. If he had just been creeping in this corner of the map, he would have an expansion any moment now. Arcane Tower is going to be destroyed, but call to arms. Should certainly mean that this is a solid defense by Chaemiko. Chaemiko's coming back. Sok had a marvelous early game, but didn't pay enough attention to his expansion. Oh, Stormbolt though! And the surround! He's got him! Chaemiko wasn't looking for a moment. He gets his first hero surrounded and killed. Oh, what about the MK? Might be a double kill here. We had a double level up as well for Sok. Level 4 and 2 now for him. MK for Chaemiko also on level 2. The Militia are still a big help. But without Archmage and without Water Elementals, the damage seems to be minimal. Also, no aura right now for the Priests. Oh, and he's supply blocked! How is he so heavily supply blocked? Wait a minute. Sok killed 2 farms? Or at least 1 farm. Ooh, still a rough position. And now Sok again going with the expansion. No Archmage available this time to cancel it. Ring of Regen. I love that item. And I think actually for MK and Breaker Wars, it's also really good.
Forces are under attack.
Sok now in a very strong position. His human mirror seems to look really good nowadays. Like I said earlier, he defeated Chaemiko yesterday in a best of 5 with 3-1. Dude, these snare casters have a lot of damage, don't they? But now they are dead. MK Healthstone. Oh my god, he's got so much health regen. Ooh, look at that. 21. It's like 4 HP per second? Maybe even 5? Pretty nice. Chaemiko creeping quite risky out on the map. If he gets caught, he's instantly dead. But he has to take some risks here. I think that makes sense. Oh, wow. So much healing on this MK. And the expansion is up now, and mass production should be coming. More upgrades as well for the breakers. And I suppose footies. And Sok is in a position which is almost impossible to lose here. Oh my god, the MK spawned at the worst moment. Are you serious? I could have summoned a Water Elemental back here. I know he didn't have the mana. Oh, the bash! He's got the boots.
A town is under siege.
Drops the belt. Oh my god, he almost lost the belt. Stormbolt dodge! Oh, with the Invo Potion he was on point. Stormbolt cooling down. Oh, Invo Potion, give it over as well there. Nicely done. Okay, 2 Stormbolt dodges. Chaemiko saves his first hero with great effort. Militia come in from the side. And Sok decides to play it safe. Maybe he can take this fight, but there's no reason to. He's gonna TP back. Ah, because the footies were harassing there. Okay, smart TP. Footy harass against the peasants. And not much mining at the moment for Sok, but okay, here they come. Footies return. Chaemiko's army is tiny. It says 50 supply, but it doesn't look like it. Some of it is still reinforcements, I suppose. And that's gonna be map 1 in the books. GG is called. And a solid 1-0. Sock again looking really crisp. Pretty crisp. Super clean early games every time by Sock. Oftentimes he gets a little lead against Chaemiko. Chaemiko seems to take a few tiny risks in the early game, and Sock always punishes him. The fact that the footy was there to stop the creep, to stop level 3. Then the Archmage was there after to stop the creep again. Hit the level 3 lead again. And also at the faster tech, interestingly. And that's enough advantages for Sock to ride it out. And bring it home. Alrighty. 1-0 lead for Sock. Our first match of the day. As you can see to my right, we're gonna have Happy versus Infi later. Another rematch. The two met just a few days ago in the Show Cup. Oh, I forgot to leave. Woo. Oh my god. It's panicking that I might miss the lobby. I haven't been on that in a while. And the weird thing is, after the game ends, you have to exit the lobby from the game you just left. Because you're still stuck in the lobby. So, and if you're stuck in that lobby, you can't get invited to a new lobby. But anyways. We are ready for map number 2. No Last Refuge, unfortunately. No Merc Camp map. It's going to be Concealed Hill. Is there more games coming up after those 2 matches? Yes, sir, indeed. We're going to play the whole Group A today. Which means it's going to be 5 matches. 3 matches in the upper bracket, 2 matches in the lower bracket. At the end of Group A, we're going to have 2 players advancing into the playoffs. Last month, the TP League was pretty hype because if you were there, you might remember the winner was Moon in the end. And he was able to do what nobody else was able to in such a long time. And that was beat Happy. In a best of 5, finally he was able to dethrone the Emperor. And take first place there. I'm watching the stream by the swimming pool. Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. I hope you're enjoying your day in the sun. I am going to spend the day inside and cooking with the rest of you guys. It's nice and hot over here. Let me check the temperature real quick. Oh, it's not even that hot today. It's only going to reach 27 degrees today. That's actually not that hot at all. Tomorrow, 31. We're going to bump up those numbers. Alrighty. Let's see what we get here. 1-0 lead for Sock. But Chaemiko has proven before that he is, of course, a world-class player. And is also potent in Human Mirror, especially if he stops making those small mistakes. I feel like Chaemiko has to start playing more carefully. Prioritize level 3. Prioritize attack as quickly as you can. And then try to make sure you don't take too much damage either on the footies or on the peasants. Because if he gets to tier 2 and say 40 supply plus without being behind, I think he's in a perfectly fine spot to win this game. But the last couple of times in this Human Mirror encounter, he always seemed to fall behind early. And Sock has done a great job then, you know, never giving up that lead.
player's forces are under attack.
Sok starting off with the ring. That's a bit unfortunate. Chaemiko again taking a bit of a risk. This is scouted by Sok right away. Chaemiko is honestly quite lucky that this is the ring. This is less damage on the Archmage. The goal here, of course, being... Oh, he wants to punish the peasants. Big last hit. The footy killed the Water Elemental. And that is level 2 on the AM. Oh, big play again by Sok.
A player's forces
He's always
are
having
under
this
attack.
big plays, seemingly. Alright, and now, how many peasants will fall? I would say 3 here is to be expected. That's the first. Chaemiko targeting the enemy Archmage. Pretty interesting. Oh, and might not even be too many peasants going down. It's going to be one more, however, denied. And could be a third. Seems to be a third. Yeah, good control. Archmage returns for Sok to get out a couple more shots. And that's 3 peasants going down indeed. That's kind of what you expect. Creeping this camp first. And normally the intention is you don't give away the Water Elemental, and then the enemy Archmage is stuck on level 1. But since Sok got the Elemental, he's now level 2. And I would say, looking to be in a great position. One foot is going to go down, though. Is he going to deny it? Oh, they would have been sick by... No! The footy! Oh, that footman not quite saved. Sok was looking elsewhere. He got the boots now. And should have faster tech here, right?
A player's forces are
Indeed
under
he
attack.
does. Not even by that much, though. Calls the militia to the wrong camp. Lol, that's kind of weird. He kind of forgot what he crept earlier. But I guess that happens. And now the race to level 3 is on. Militia can creep this green camp. I wonder if the duration is enough. Should be. Chaemiko creeping on the other side. Chaemiko seems to have a few more footmen, perhaps. Of course, he got that one footy kill earlier. Lumber mill coming. And here's the militia call. Gonna creep this camp now. And that should definitely be level 3, right? Yeah, must be. Sok also gonna get his own level 3 with one more creep. He's gonna get attacked in the main base. Chaemiko is timing this assault with a militia creep. That's very nice. And this time the footy wasn't here to prevent the creep, very importantly. Alright, both on level 3. Is somebody gonna TP home? Yeah, seems like Sok's gonna TP home. To defend. The Arcane Tower definitely gonna go down, but... Oh! Traps the Archmage, that's kind of cute. One footy gonna bite the dust, but this is gonna be a lot of peasants going down by the look of things. Tier 2 finishes for Sok. Can't go, of course, now for the Tier 2 buildings. Oh, he's supply blocked! The farm wasn't finished because of the call to arms. TP will be forced in the end. Oh my god, he's gonna let the Archmage leave? No. But a lot of the footies might be getting away. The AM is still chasing. He's got the boots, perhaps. He's gonna be able to force that kill. Oh, footies in the corner. Not at the fountain. The AM is expecting them at the fountain. But won't find him. Chaemiko is running around in circles here. This is pretty tough. Chaemiko is doing a great job here buying time. And he ends up being the one with a faster MK. Pretty crazy. Summons one more Water Elemental. But we'll finally have to TP out. Oh, one Water Elemental stays behind. Oh, Archmage, of course. Has to be way in the back of the base. Because Sok's AM is here as well. Stressful game. Hectic. For both. And Sok still not making that farm.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sok definitely a bit overwhelmed with the multitasking. Not quite in all the right places. Oh my god, he's chasing into the main base. He doesn't have a TP either. Oof. TP on both sides are gone. And Sok doesn't realize there's a farm right here. Oh my goodness. Here comes the MK. It's gonna make things harder. He's trying to get that kill with the footies. Oh my god. This is a big commitment. If this doesn't work, this is gonna be a big feed by these footies. Oh, it's so close. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way! 20 HP! Stormbolt! Oh, 15 HP! He survives. Archmage, what are you doing? Now there's a Stormbolt! Oh my god, what was that game? GG. 1-1. Pretty fun game. Entertaining. A lot of crazy things happened there. And Chaemiko ties it up. Sok again, though, had the lead for a little while, and the multitasking was the problem. There were a lot of little moments where small mistakes were made. And of course, it's very easy, you know, to criticize that. Very easy for us as observers to see that in the chaos of the game when so many things are going on. It's very, very hard to perfectly keep track of everything. But if Sok had done that better, not saying he would have won that game, but could have been in a good position to take the 2-0 here. But as it stands, we got a tied game, 1-1. And for a third map, we're going to go to Amazonia. A little bit disappointing to me personally that we're playing on all the small maps where it's hard to expand. So it's going to be no Fast Expo. It's going to be no Tier 3. Just going to be breakers. Two pretty fast games there, though. Only 25 minutes in, already saw 2 maps going by. It was very fast, indeed. I would love to see Infi play human, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, wait. Wrong lobby? Maybe we hosted the wrong map? They side without me. What the hell? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna have to take a restream then for the third map. Playing human versus happy is suicide. That is indeed what it looks like most of the time. However, there was also an interesting show cup going on the weekend. I think it was on Saturday, where Happy played against TH, and TH was able to beat him at least on 2 maps. If I remember right. Let me double check that. Oh, shit. Okay. We got a regame. I made it in, thank God. Alright. Trying to find that game. Show cup, show cup, show cup. Ah, no, okay. TH was able to beat Happy once with undead. But then happy, with human, I mean, excuse me. Once with human, twice with undead. Alright, I'm kind of panicking here. Get so many messages coming in from Netties. Once with human, twice with undead, but happy also was able to be TH twice with human. And we saw a lot more rifles there than we were used to seeing. That's something that I always felt like might have potential. The rifle build is just way better at playing a... how would you put that? A patient fight. You know, when you play Knight's Gyros, you always have to commit in really hard. You always have to run in, charge, chase. And if the undead is super good, aka happy level good, then he can oftentimes out-micro you with frost armor, with kiting, with perfect control. Nobody else can do it. It's only happy who can. 1-0 is amazing as well, but if 1-0 has to play against 70 supply Knight's Gyros, he almost always will lose that. Happy's the one who can beat it. But yeah, when you play rifles, it's a very different kind of game, because there's a bit of no man's land between the two armies. There's fiends on one side, rifles on the other side, and then you can kite and pull back and save units yourself. You don't just have to always chase in. You can also pull back, you know. And I feel like there might be potential there. Not sure if it's better. Not sure if it will be the meta. Not sure if it won't just be a little fad. But it has some potential, I would say. Alright, but this is not about human versus undead, this is all about human mirror, our game here. It's gonna be an Archmage opening once again, no surprise here. Wait a minute. That game? On Concealed Hill? Did he get level 3, Chaemiko, because he killed the one footy? Was that the little bit of experience he needed? It may have been, right? Imagine if that was denied. Could have been very different. Oh, thank you, by the way. Jamaica's son with a 3-month resub. And Kafik with a 67 months. Very much. Good old Amazonia. Or as I like to call it, old Amazonia. Because this map is really bad. It's so one-dimensional. It is so dull. I really don't like this map. Can we please remove this map from the pool? In Meisterschaft we already have. At Arcadia World Series we already have. Which I'm very happy with. But in many Chinese tournaments we still have Amazonia. Why is it called Amazonia, by the way? There's no Amazon River or rainforest in Warcraft 3. Whoa! Sockis. Tier 1 expanding. On AZ. And I think he's doing it because there was no footy scout around. Normally you're always supposed to have one footy close to the opponent to figure out what he's doing. Double ring. Wait, how did he get the second? Ah, I was in the other Archmage. I was like, huh? How did he get the second ring? No, it's Scroll the Beast, which is not great. But the peasants are pulled back. It is no expansion in the end. It's just a level 3 creep. A little bit faster than Chaemiko. Oh, but the tier 2 lead is immense for Chaemiko. This creep route with the natural... Oh! Now he's doing it. Interesting. Oh, the timing here is going to be so hugely important. Water Elemental, summon into the main base. The Archmage, he was on his way to scout here, but didn't quite see it. Is the tower gonna make it? This is such an important moment in this game. Oh, last second with the cancel. Archmage getting surrounded, but he's got the cloak. Oh my god, Cloak of Shadows. Value. Chaemiko's holding position, but these are valuable seconds. And Sok is trying to fight his way out, open up the surround, and he's successful. Oh, goodness. He doesn't know about this expansion yet. Chaemiko normally great at scouting, but this game it seems like his scouting is leaving a little bit to be desired. Scroll of the Beast was popped as well. Not on everything, but he did provide some bonus damage, and Chaemiko is really suffering here. The troubles of the peasants continue. You know what I thought would be a good change for peasants? If, when they pick up weapons to call militia, so you click on the peasant, right, and you do call to arms on the peasant, and then he runs to the main building, and then he, you know, gets turned into a militia. And it's melee range, so the peasants have to be standing right there, next to the main building. I feel like if they could have more range with that to turn to militia, so maybe 100 range or 150 range on that, I think that would be a big help. But anyways, Sok keeps pushing, but will be forced to retreat here before too long. He knows the second hero is coming, and with the MK Stormwall, things are gonna get a little bit dicey. What's the resources saying for Chaemiko? He's got enough resources at least for one Sanctum. There's only 4 peasants in here. We are on Netties right now, so you don't have an indicator. But now he's fixing it. 5 peasants return. Alright, we got the expansion standing now. Sok started his tech. He's going for the Shredder, which can also be a big help against breakers later on. But I think most importantly, the great thing about Shredder on this map is, of course, you get it easily on AZ. And you can call militia non-stop from the main base, over and over. Because, of course, you will have unlimited lumber. MK now looking for kills is, of course, a big power spike for Chaemiko. With one Stormbolt after the next, trying to take out some footies. Chop is in the main base. Sok will be trying to heal up from there, as he's waiting for tier 2 to finish. What's the second hero gonna be is the question. It has to be either MK or Panda for Sok, I would think. And Chaemiko he doesn't even have the second Sanctum. When you arrive on tier 2 early, and you have double Sanctum right away, and then maybe you go for some sorceresses, you can really dominate the game for a long time, even if the opponent fast expanded, and can try to take the game right there with a push. But we got a blacksmith in a good position, we got towers standing, and most importantly, we don't have the second Sanctum yet. Chaemiko's going tier 3! Wow, that looks crazy. Maybe he's feeling desperate. Maybe he knows he can't push this expansion. He can't win within the next couple of minutes. So he's trying a long shot with a high tech. But it's scouted by Sok. What's even the plan here? Griffins?
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know. But it's only one Sanctum for Chaemiko, and he's going tier 3, so it would seem to me that whatever Chaemiko plans to do, sorceresses will be extremely strong for Sok. I think. Zeppelin harass. Sapper! Oh, don't know if it's gonna connect though. At least on one farm. Tries to blow up the tower. And he succeeds. Oh, if only the MK had mana. For the Stormball, that would have helped gets another footy kill right here. Sok seems to be in a grand position.
Player's forces are under
It is
attack.
the MK second, and he's going tier 3 himself. Alrighty. Workshop, tier 3. I feel like whenever we see human tier 3, like in Human Mirror, it's always with the Zeppelin. Always trying to buy time. I wonder if more racers... Oh, Jesus. If more racers shouldn't try the Zeppelin harass against human. Because it buys you so much time. Seems like Sok is poised to take the next win here. I think this is like his 5th win out of the last 6 games. Against Chaemiko or something. So he really seems to have his number recently. Oh, losing the Zeppelin with the 2 heroes though! That is one good way to lose this game. Whew. Risky. Risky business. Oh, this would be the 7th out of the last 8 matches. Won indeed by Sok if he wins here. It's pretty crazy. His win rate against Chaemiko recently has been looking amazing. Human Mirror, perhaps, again, a bit of a problem for Chaemiko. So Chaemiko has to go for the workshop. He has to get the flying machines, but of course Sok saw this, and then he retreats, and now he keeps creeping. Super effective. He pinned Chaemiko in his main base for such a long time. And now he's got all the advantages in the world. Endless lumber, thanks to the shredder. I still think the shredder is kind of stupid. Like, game design-wise. Isn't it weird that you can buy a unit for 375 gold? And with that unit, you have essentially infinite lumber. Of course, it's a bit of a weakness as well. If the shredder falls, that's difficult. But in some matchups, there's no way to kill that shredder. With Gargs, for example, it's very doable. But it seems to be a rarity. Yeah, I feel like in 2020 or 2022, nowadays, game developers wouldn't make a shredder anymore. But whatever. Tier 3 finished. Here comes the Pally. Sok now pushing into upkeep. We got the Knights coming, the Master Training, and even some Mortar teams. I'm glad to see Tier 3 here. Tier 3 Human Mirror is beautiful. If Tier 3 is involved, Human Mirror is by far the best mirror. And indeed, we have Tier 3 on both sides. But of course, the big advantage for Sok is this second base. He's got so much income. He's got way more supply. Chaemiko only has priests here. You can even hardly call this an army. And it's going to be the GG. Game over. Sok takes the 2-1 victory. And with that, he moves on in the upper bracket. We'll be playing in the decision round later on against the next opponent, which is going to be either Infi or Happy.